Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
I'm Becky Pickin. I work at Dudley Council for Voluntary Service. I'm the Small Groups Development Officer there.
Okay, I'm just going to point the camera at a map we've made. Okay, so what's that?
This is the big local area in Dudley Borough known as East Coseley. It doesn't really mean anything to anyone other than the people that live in East Coseley and are involved in the project, because it was a name given to the area by the lottery. But it was a defined geographical area, but it intersects with different super output areas. It's part of the Coseley East Ward, but only a small part of it. So we've been using natural neighbourhoods to map that area as precisely as we can.
Now, it's a few weeks since we introduced you to natural neighbourhoods at a social media surgery, and the idea of using open data to try and understand what's going on in East Coseley. What do you make of it?
Having looked for open data on East Coseley before on the Neighbourhood Statistics website, it's being more visual. It's much easier to know where you're looking, really. You don't have to know the name of the super output areas, the number of them, sorry. You could just literally look at a map, so it's easier in that sense. Looking forward to the report coming, because having seen a report from another area, it collates a lot of evidence, a lot of data together in one place, so you don't have to go trawling that much, although there'll probably be some limitations with that as well. But second impressions, really cool actually, yeah. It's just easier to be much more visual about it, I think.
And are you starting to picture what you might use that information for, like looking at the ages of people who live there or what their health issues are?
I think so. Having looked at the data for Dudley Town Centre, really fascinating to see data such as residents, people by age, education was really interesting as well, employment was interesting.
And the actual numbers of people in types of
Yes,
employment, not
yeah.
just percentages, but
Yes.
137 people are...
Proper numbers, yeah, absolutely. And then the comparison with other areas in the borough, in the West Midlands region, and obviously nationwide as well. That was really fascinating, so you can build a picture of where that area fits, I suppose. I guess there are limitations with the health data that we have, because it's simply taken from the census, which has asked people how they rate their own health, so it doesn't drill down to things like health conditions, I guess, but that's a limitation, but I think as a starting point it's excellent.
Brilliant. I've really enjoyed doing it with you. Thank you.
It was cool. I enjoyed it too.